you, I'd never ever go and live there because the Illuminati centerpiece, one of the centerpieces is London, with the Queen of England and the rest of
Yeah.
them. And obviously, one's in DC, one's in the Vatican. It's connected, the trifecta of darkness. But sometimes I turn my life around. I'm just grateful. I don't believe in politics, religion. It's going to right itself. I believe you've got to focus on the outcome, and the universe will create it. And I think that's a really important thing.
All right, and well, I think the world's gone. Has at least for a while here, it's been crazier than I've ever seen it. And there's
Yeah,
just been
you
more
think?
going on. Oh my good lord.
It
Uh,
really is.
yeah, and then you've got there's just been so much. I mean, I knew that the corruption was deep. I knew that there was this new world order, and there was but boy, oh boy, I had no idea how deep that rabbit hole goes. I mean, it's
Oh, it's
connected
crazy.
everywhere. It's just insane. It's a matrix of corruption. It's insane.
Well, I think it's like child trafficking. People say, "Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't happen in the US." Oh,
Yeah,
I've remote viewed some of the duns, and they've made me actually throw up. I can smell the death. These poor kids, they electrocute them every 15 minutes. So, if you really want to know about that stuff, I mean, I don't remote view it anymore because, once you've seen it, you don't want to go there again. But that to me is the worst thing. I mean, corruption, yeah, it's money and everything else. We're all upset and pissed off because they've been stealing our tax dollars. We'll get it back. Everything's going to be righted. All the wrongs will be righted. But the kids, there's no excuse for that. It's an absolute disgusting disgrace. And in
yeah,
fact, it's connected to the Vatican. The Pope's just about to pass. He's
yeah,
right on there. He's part of it. So
yeah.
there's so many things happening at the moment, and it's all lining up to be exposed. I just hope it. I think for the people who are awake, they're just fed up with waiting. Like, oh my God, come on. Where's the Epstein files? Oh, it's supposed to be on Pan Bondi's desk this morning. Well, why haven't you actually, released it? Oh, because the FBI field office in New York, and there's always an excuse. But to me, if I was in charge of the FBI, I'd have the Marines down there this afternoon, and I'd have them all arrested, and I'd have the documents out. So that's just me. I'm a go-getter. I don't talk. I do it.
There you
But
go. Yeah.
are they going to do it? The answer is I don't know. I'm not criticizing Kash Patel. I believe he's doing a good job, but to me, the people need answers because they've been waiting long enough and they're all fed up. They're
We
fed up with
want,
this
yeah, we
nonsense.
want to know. We want to know. We want to know who we were right about, and we want to know. We just need to know. I mean, you don't want to be supporting people who are doing those things. And I think when all these names do come out, I think that a lot of people, some people, and then who watch the fake news and don't know what's going on, they're going to be awful shocked at some of their favorite celebrities who's been a part of all this. Oh yeah,
Oh my God, yeah, most of
yeah.
them, most of them have been on Epstein Island. Whether they've done things or not, yeah, is who knows? But I think it's all going to come out about the royal family. They hunt children. They're disgusting people. The Pope, paedophile.
Yeah.
It's all got to be, dealt with
Boy,
somehow.
he's got to be thinking, having a lot of thoughts now. As he's getting close to checking out of here. That God that he's preached about, he might have to face him now. And
Yeah, well, the
explain.
funny thing, they worship Lucifer, but when you pass, yeah, you get a life review, and he's got to go through that life review, which is the karma, because he'll feel everything that he's done wrong, with all the children and everything else, and that's got to be a horrendous thing to go through, So yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it's coming around. I mean, I think there's some good things happening in this country. I think it's brilliant. One of the things I was listening to before about your previous guest talked about the vaccine. It's interesting that I specialize in the vaccines because it's Morgellons disease. It's got particles which are Morgellons, and the interesting thing about it is it's all loaded with these horrible. The nanospheres are loaded with 92 viruses. So what I'm seeing at the moment, because I work on about probably 2,000 people a week, including general groups, specialized groups, one-to-ones.
Hmm.
Well, I work on a lot of people, and one of the things I'm seeing at the moment is cerebella zoster, which is chicken pox, believe it or not, shingles. And people are going on planes, they're coming off, they're getting shingles by hugging people. What's that about? Well, if you've got a nanosphere, it's like a football. You've got 92 holes in it. It's loaded with 92 viruses, all with an antenna in the center. It's covered over, and so it triggers at a particular frequency. So when you send a frequency out to those particles, it's also got nanotubes and a lot of other stuff in it as well. When you trigger a frequency, that virus is released in the body. So people are getting kind of chocked up with cerebella zoster, chicken pox, believe it or not, at the moment.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
There's a ton of people, not just one or two. Like, oh, one on a plane, I came off with shingles. I hope somebody, I ended up with shingles. It's shedding, so.
well, and of course they got a shingles vaccine. I figured maybe that had something to do with it, but you never know. Yeah.
Well, I personally think, to be honest, Mike, I think the nanotech is in all vaccines.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the COVID vaccine, what's in it? It's got nanospheres with a 92 load of viruses. It's bound with nylon 3633. It's got nanotubes which have complementary metal oxide arrays in them. So it's a computer, so it transmits with frequencies. It's also bound with nylon, silicate, plant material. It's got spike protein, HIV microinserts. The actual nanotech itself is also bound with this stealth pathogen called Borrelia, which is the stealth pathogen of Lyme disease. It's got, hydrogel to hide the stuff while it gets in the body, so your immune doesn't react. It's got glycoethylene in it, which is, radiator fluid. So and a lot more. So it's chocked up. It's a bioweapon. It's crazy. It's really crazy, and people have taken it. I've been specialising in this now for 14 years with a world-leading.
Look, that actress just died. The one that played in that Buffy the Vampire. She was 39 years old. She died cardiac arrest. Turns out she did get her vaccine. Was that what caused it? Most likely, but I can't prove it. But
it was definitely. It's like your guest was talking about myocarditis. I ended up, because I was talking about the Vatican, last year. They used a low-frequency energy weapon, and they melted my cusps of my heart valve together, and I got really sick within a few weeks. I went south, so I went to the hospital, and they did some tests. And I said, "Oh my God, you got a bicuspal valve." I said, "Well, I didn't have before, but okay." And they said, "We're going to have to replace it." I thought, "Oh, you've got to be kidding." So I asked Mother Mary, she's the mother of Melchizedek beings down here, "Can we heal it quick enough?" She goes, "No, you need the operation." So I had open heart surgery on the 4th of October, and they took the valve out. And believe it or not, he was shocked at the size of my heart. It's the size of a volleyball. So anyway, put a new heart valve in, we're good to go. But it just shows you that these people have these weapons where they can melt lungs together. They can melt your heart valve together. They can do all sorts of things. Because they tested my heart, it was absolutely perfect, except the heart valve shot.
Well, they can give you a heart attack. Yeah, they can give you strokes. They could do all kinds of. I've had plenty of guests who've come on and testified that they've been hit with energy weapons. Then look at Fred Bell, who was exposing it on Jesse Ventura's show years ago. He wound up dead in his hotel room while they were taping, never did find out what happened to him.
Well, I tried it 290 times. The time before is interesting because through Facebook they're talking about a bioweapon, and there was a lady talking about it. What did the CIA use? Well, they use they use that crustacean. What's it called? I can't remember, but it's a purple liquid, and it's so toxic. It's the thing that CIA put a dart in, and you'll die within about a minute, because you get heart attack. But the other one they used on me was a thing called tumularia. And I went to an expo. I was walking along. I had this light feeling like someone sprayed something on me. I thought, wow, that's weird. I asked the beings, what's that? And they said, oh, that's a bioweapon. You better get back to your room real quick. So I got back to the room, got really sick. Anyway, got really sick. Over the weekend, I did my lecture, but, my temperature was up and, lots of respiratory issues. And I got better and managed to get home. And anyway, I got my body tested, for toxins and everything else, the hair. I sent it off the lab. They came back with tumularia, which is what the CIA used to kill people, It had a binding agent which makes it bind to the cells really well, and it also had a solvent to deliver it through the skin that was banned after 1960 because it's so good. They used to put it in paint and they stopped it, you know. So
Yeah.
so I've got proof, you know, it does happen, but you know, it's part of the course. I mean, I always believe, you know, I'm still here and I'm here for a reason, and the
Well,
reason is to get things out there, you know.
I understand they have an ice, like they can shoot you with an ice, like hit somebody with an like an ice bullet, I guess it's called, and that would cause a heart attack, and no one would know because it melt away.
Exactly, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
yeah.
that's insane
They've
what
got
they
all
can
that
do.
stuff.
Oh yeah, they can park out front of your house, just point something at your house, and next thing you know, you're grabbing your chest. That's scary to think that they got that kind of technology, but they do. They absolutely do. Um,
Well, it upset me a bit because I got really sick. I mean, I almost died, you know, because my heart went into failure because the valve wasn't working, and so of course they got us in, um, but you know, I'm still recovering from it because you know they open your chest up, it's kind of sore, and I'm still
uh,
working, getting the beings to work on the scar tissue and everything else.
I
It's
watched
just
uh
crazy.
I watched a triple bypass be done. I watched